Hey, Kevin here, top wanted financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. I'm going to try to keep this brief within 7 to 8 minutes. Why? Because it's during the daytime, and we are going to the beach today. So my wife went to go get the kids. I got however much time before the kids come home to like get this out and make sure you guys watch it, everything. So I want to give you some quick tips on what you need to be doing right now in terms of rebalancing, what rebalancing means, why it's important, and how it can help you as an investor. It also gives you some background as to how I invest. I've been talking all year, like I do every year, about when I start to turn over some of my investments in June. It's almost the end of June. I got a day left. You're going to start seeing me seeing me make some moves in the next like 24 hours. So got some ideas. I haven't finished up those ideas. I'll be doing that during the day tomorrow and really tonight, switching out a few things. It's gotten pretty difficult, and I'll talk to you as talk about why. So we'll share the screen. And one more thing before we start, I did a poll on public. We just hit 400,000 followers on public, which is awesome. I did a poll because I want to see like, where do you like this content more? So 54% said that YouTube needs to be where I need to be. So y'all are going to see some better camera quality. I'm going to buy that camera today. I am going to commit and like be better at this in terms of video quality, maybe some graphics and stuff. So bear with me. We are going to make some changes there. TikTok was second at 31%. We had more than 2,800 votes. So y'all were serious about this. So maybe you'll see me on TikTok. I'm not going to guarantee that just yet, but we are going to do a lot better on YouTube and have some fancier things. So I'm going to put some money behind it. We're going to get after it. All right. So let's go ahead and share screens. So first, rebalancing is essentially what it means, right? So you're taking and make sure that all of your investments are balanced. The reason why you want to do this is because it can help you to ensure that your risk and your investments match up, right? So for example, you never want to put, most people don't want to, I'll just throw that out there. Most people don't want to take on way too much risk and put all your eggs in one basket. Basically saying like, hey, I'm putting everything at the table, and if this one company doesn't do well, then I fail, which is not necessarily what you want to do. It's not the best practice. So in most cases, you want to have money in each of these buckets. The one exception to this, I call the 5% rule. So no more than 5% can go in any one stock for me, because if that company doesn't do well, that's fine. That's one company. I'm going to be okay. It's not going to tarnish everything. The one exception to that is an index fund. You put as much as you want there, right? It's already diversified. It already has tiny, tiny slices of a bunch of different companies. So in more cases than not, you're going to be okay there. But for individual companies, that's why I have that 5% rule. It's also why I have that 5% rule for crypto, which comes in handy now, because when it's crashing like it has the last few weeks, it don't bother me. It's only 5%. I can let that go and be fine because of other companies here balancing me out. I also have my index fund balancing me out, so I can still be profitable, even though that one asset class, that one investment isn't necessarily doing well right now. All right, so let's go ahead and give you a look at what rebalancing looks like. You'll see a lot of this happening on public in real time tomorrow. So make sure that you're following me if you haven't already. I'll put the link in the description below. I feel like everybody says that. All right, so let's go ahead and share screens. Again, I'll be quick. These are 4 stocks I do actually own right now. I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like. So 6 months ago, I bought up all of these stocks. We have Nike, Adobe, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and T-Mobile. All of them right now are profitable. This was not the case 8 weeks ago. I was really upset at Nike. I'm really upset at T-Mobile, and Adobe, frankly, but those things have changed. This is why you wait, and it turns out that it paid off in every scenario here. So we're profitable. So for example, let's say that we did $100 in each of these, and let's say that this $100 is 5% of our total portfolio for each of these. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So this would be 20%. I'm not going to do the entire thing because you just need the concept. All right. So in this case, let's say I have $100 in each of these. I am 100% balanced. Now, if these all went up at the same rate and I turned around and tomorrow each of these doubled, which is unrealistic, but would be great for us, right? It doubled and we now have, let's say, 200 in each of these companies. If this happened, I don't know why I'm writing 200 in all these, but you guys get the point. Now, if this happens, I wouldn't do anything. I would say, great, they all double. I'm still even. I'm still balanced. I'm good. I'm not going to change anything. This is if this happened. This did not happen. They're all at different rates, and this would be extremely, extremely rare. If it happened, I'm good. I'm already balanced, right? So in real life, though, what happens if Let's say Nike didn't do what we needed to do, and it's actually at $50. Let's say that Adobe is at, let's say, $500. Let's erase these two, and let's say this one is at 600. That would be great. And let's say T-Mobile, I don't know, let's say it's at 75. Now I've got some decisions to make here. Now, again, there are different ways that I can do this. I can either, so first thing is, do I believe in each of these companies, yes or no? Now, in this case, if this actually happened to me, which again, all these were up, I would say, look, I like Adobe still, I like O'Reilly Auto Parts, but I'm going to switch out T-Mobile. I'm going to do maybe a Morgan Stanley, which is something I'm looking into. Y'all know I like the banks. I just got to figure out which bank I want to go with. So let's say I switch that one out, right? I could also say, look, you know, Nike didn't do well. I'll take Nike out and put in maybe an Expedia or travel company. I'm just going to put an airline here since I just know the ticker symbol LUV. Now, again, y'all see what I will invest in tomorrow. Really trying to figure out what I want to do with the banks, which one I'm going to pick. Morgan Stanley did well. They doubled their dividend. Maybe it'll be there. Maybe it'll be somewhere else. And then I'm not going to invest in Southwest, but I just threw it out there. So I can take those out, right? And I can say, maybe at this point, I want to have 500 in each of these companies. So I would sell 100 here. So I would sell just $100 to make this an even 500, right? And now I can add money in each of these places. So I could add here. My microphone fell. Sorry about that, y'all. Not the it happens, y'all. It happens. So I'm not perfect. So we would add 500 here. So we would add to make it 500. Make that 500, and we could add money here to make this 500. So you're not adding 500, you're adding to make it 500. And I would have 500 across the board. That's one way to rebalance. The other way that you could do it, and we'll take this out, take all this out. I could, again, I'm getting rid of Nike. I'm putting something else in this example, getting rid of T-Mobile and doing something else for in this example. So we're starting with 75 because I sold it, right? That's cash I have. I can put that into a new stock. I could also say, look, well, I can cut everything back down and sell here and sell here to get me back to $100. Okay, so back to 100. Sell back to 100. There we go. So I can sell in Adobe and O'Reilly, get those back to 100, and then put that money here, put that money here, and then do whatever it is I want to do with the rest of that money that's left over. Okay, so I could do that. So I would essentially be, I'm selling $400 of Adobe. I'm putting 50 in Southwest Airlines. I'm selling, what is that, 500 in O'Reilly. I'm putting just $25 into Morgan Stanley. I have 100 across the board. Now, the extra money that you have, you can do two things with the extra money. Number one, I can just hold it in DCA into all of these, dollar cost average. We did a video on that one, and dollar cost average every week, every month, and just really just refund my investments. I could do that. Or I could also just enjoy my money. I can take it and say, look, I did well. I made great choices. Taking that money, I'm going on vacation. It's summertime. You can enjoy your money. So that is a thing that you can do, right? Or again, I can keep these investments, allow them to continue to grow, but then add and have both Love and Morgan Stanley come up to that $500 range or $600, whatever it is that you want to do. So in this case, there are, again, two ways to rebalance. You can either sell everything and have it at the same level, or you can just add everything up and have it at the same level. Which one is better? I mean, technically, if you ask me, it's really to add things up and just get everything higher and higher and higher, because that's only going to help you as an investor and kind of get you there a bit quicker. If you were to sell out and have everything at the same level, it's the same impact, right? And you can take that cash and again, DCA across the board and continuously grow. Either one works. Either one works, but personally, it's just easier for me to say, look, I'm going to deposit more money into these. But again, that's not for everybody. Everybody didn't have more money just sitting around and say, look, I need $400 for this stock and $200 for this one. It gets a little expensive, right? So either one, whatever one works for you. The key is having those balanced, because every stock is going to have a season, right? Nike wasn't good up until last week and it shot up 16%. Okay, if I didn't have it, right, or I sold it beforehand, you never know how that stuff is going to work out. So that's why if I had all my money in Nike and I sold it before it popped, I would have been in trouble, right? You don't want to run into that situation. That's why you want to balance. Now, I prefer to do this 2 times per year. When should most people do it? You can do it either as little as 1 time per year, just once, or you can do it as many times as 4 times per year or quarterly. The reason why you want to do that, you want to have these regular intervals. This helps you for a few reasons. Number one, it helps you because you're not going to kind of panic every time something happens. There's a lot of math going on every single day. You don't want to be doing this every week. You don't want to be doing this every month. It's a lot of work and it's not actually efficient. Studies have shown that you trying to come in here and do this monthly ain't really helping you. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, this is what helps me to calm my emotions, right? Again, I've been complaining on podcasts. I've been complaining here. I was really upset with Adobe. I was really upset with T-Mobile. I was even upset with Nike, but I didn't really talk about it as much. But because I had a 6-month deadline, I said, end of June, I'm making decisions. Those investments start to get their act together right about now, which makes it hard for me to say which one of these should I sell, because I might not want to, right? If it's up that much and it's better than the S&P 500, why get rid of it? So it's going to make my job a lot harder, like actually difficult to see which one I should get rid of, if any at all. So that's why I haven't just given you guys my definitive list, because I don't have it yet. But these are good problems to have. It's good to have like, hey, look, all my stocks are green. I'm making money on all of them. It's hard to figure out who to get rid of, if you should get rid of anyone at all, right? All right, so that is it for today. Hopefully we did this in 8 minutes. I know I'm talking fast. Maybe we got it done in 10. We'll see. All right, that's it for me. Talk to you guys later. And sorry for dropping the mic. Again, y'all gonna see some revamps and some nice things here pretty soon. All right, that's it for me. Bye.